Right. A little bit of recap and a little bit of knowledge what we will be doing. Okay. We will be solving quadratic equations here. Now, when you solve quadratic equations as a part of word problems, the equation will be very easy. Not if they ask you to solve a quadratic equation only standalone, generally they'll test your solving skill. Here the quadratic equation will be easy. Your job will be to frame up the quadratic equation. So quadratic equations can be solved by the formula method. So this is most useful, formula or factorization. Formula or factorization, whichever is easy to you, you can solve with that. Okay. Formula, I hope you know. You will get two answers always. x12 equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac whole thing divided by 2a. Right. Remember, as you are solving quadratic equations in word problem, you will get two answers. You will get an x1 and you will get an x2. In 98% of the problems, there will be a rejection case. Like say you are solving age of a person. One answer will come negative, one will come positive. So you have to say as age cannot be negative, so we are rejecting this answer. Or say it might come speed, or it might come distance, or it might come whatever. And that, but in numbers and all, generally both will become valid. We have to check and see which answer comes on. So every question here will have a story. As I always say, the story has to be understood first. All my last 3 to 4 years, I find challenge in children in only this step. They simply give it up because they don't have the patience to decode the story. First, you have to understand the story. Once you understand the story, then you have to model it. And you have to model it and set up your equation. Once this is done, you will only be a fool if you can't solve it further. So please do not try to force fit equations. They are just like physics problem. First read the question, understand what the question says. If required, first frame up the question on your rough side and then try to do it in your fair ways. Okay, so what I will be going up here as a procedure is that I will also follow the same procedure, and I would say that as I start every problem, I'll divide my page into two parts. One is my thinking column, where I'll first think about the problem. Okay. So let's take a very easy problem. It says, keep on listening to me, okay? And I'm doing problems from R.S. Agarwal, okay? I'm doing problems from R.S. Agarwal, and I'll write also what problem I'm doing. I'm doing problems from R.S. Agarwal, and I am doing solved examples. And this is problem number 1, which is the most simplest one, okay? Just for your understanding. It says, sum of two natural numbers. Now see, this is not linear equation in two variable. This is quadratic equation. So always there has to be one variable. Some questions of quadratic equations can be solved by, some questions of quadratic equations can be solved by linear equations in two variables also. But you are supposed to use quadratic equation, means one variable. It says sum of two numbers is 27. That means if I take one number as x, my other number should be 27 minus x. This is a thought process. You add them up, how much it becomes? 27. And their product is 182. So the next question is their product. X into 27 minus x is equal to 82. Done. My question is set up. This is the quadratic equation. So how will it look like? 27x minus x square equal to 82, and then we have to rearrange it. Say for example, this becomes 27x minus x square is equal to 82. And how you rearrange? Children, develop that thought process. Look how I am rearranging it. It has got a negative x square, okay? Try to see how I do it. A negative x square is usually not considered. It means as per protocol, we should have a positive x square. So x square, 82. Why is it 182? So we put here the negative x square I'm retaining as positive x square. My format should be ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. If negative became positive, 27 will become negative. Have you understood? right? Then there is a trick here. All this was done when this was negative. Then when you bring 82 this side, 82 would have also become negative. After that, you have changed the sign. So 82 becomes positive. And if you are a little bit, say, slow, there's no issues with that. You just think 82 plus x square minus 27x. If you take it this side, then also 0 will be on the left hand side. Right? Now 82. Such sort of problems I will not like to do by formula. Factorization is the best way to do. Now think about two factors of 82 which give you 27 when they are added up. So you will be able to do it. Shall we see how we do it quickly also? If nothing is working with you, you just prime factorize 82. aa jayega apne aap. So if you use a 2, how much do you get? 41. Now tell me, 41 is a prime number. So you can't split 41 further. Neither this will go. This is 82, right? Yeah. 82 or 182 in the book. The product is 182. Sorry. Yeah. If it is 182, sorry. Okay. Yeah. Then it will become 13, 14. Sorry. You're correct. So now you become 182 if you split up 13 and 14. Say, how did I get it? You take 182 and just for your happiness, you do it with 2 only. 2, 9, 18, 2, 1, 2. 91. 91 is 13 into 7 is 91. Right? Now, out of these three numbers, your two numbers have to come out. 7 into 14, 13. 14, 13 gives me 182. Okay, this was the solving part. So let's take up some little bit tougher problems. Ready? Okay. So let's take okay, do this. The question is divide 27 into two parts. 27 needs to be divided into two parts such that sum of their reciprocals, समझ में आ रहा है क्या हो रहा है? So 27 can be divided into two parts as what? X and 27 minus x. These are two parts. Sum of their reciprocals. चलो करो तो इसको. Sum of their reciprocals is 3 by 20. So tell me what should be the equation? What should be the equation now? Sum of their reciprocals. Chalo, you have to tell me what is the equation. What do you understand by reciprocal? 1 by x plus 1 by 27 minus x should be equal to 3 by 20. Now how will you solve it? Chalo solve karo to. 1 by x plus 1 by 27 minus x is equal to 3 by 20. Yes, sir.
Can you change both of them to the norms of like x plus spread minus x equal to 20 by 3?
Come again. Yes, speak a little bit slowly. Come again. Yeah, tell me.
Can we change it to like after we found out this formula, like this expression, can we change it to x plus 27 minus x equal to 20 by 3?
No. That you can't do. That can be done only when these are two independent things. The combination you can swap. That is not allowed. If you do that, it will result in a mistake. Okay. Now, how to do this problem? So it becomes what? Your denominator becomes x into 27 minus x. And what is your numerator? On this side we will have 27 minus x, and on this side we will have x. Now this is equal to 3 by 20. Shreya, from here you can do what you said. So x and x will cancel each other. Finally, it is at 27 multiplied by 20. 27 into 2 is 54. So it becomes 540 on this side, which is equal to a 3x multiplied by a 27 minus x square. Now, do not multiply the 3x straight away. Your problem becomes tougher. So what you can do, you can straight away take 3 and cancel this. 3 ones are 3 to 24, 3 8s are 180. So your job becomes 180 is equal to 27x minus x squared. And now you have to solve it. Okay? Don't go by 2, bigger numbers. Lo. Ananya, take bigger numbers. Then it will be easy. So your quadratic equation is now what? You bring x squared this side. It is minus 27x plus 180 is equal to 0. So 180, if you take bigger numbers, it is 60 and 3. But 60 and 3 does not give you 27. So let's split this. It is 15 and 4. So this is 12, this is 15. Aa gaya, dekho. So this is 15 and these two make it 12. 12 and 15 will give you 27. And 12 and 15 also give you 180. See, factorization is the easiest way. If this does not work and you think you're wasting time, then you can always take up the big formula. Shreya, understood this one, how to decode?
In the second line of the
Okay, so this one or this one, right? Okay. 27 minus x plus x. Look, let me solve it here. What should be the LCM? The LCM should be x multiplied by 27 minus x. Do you have any doubt? This is the LCM. So on the numerator of this side, I would have the 27 minus x. This fellow goes here, right? And this fellow goes here with a plus x. And this whole hodgepodge is 3 upon 20. Agreed?
Yeah.
So minus x and plus x cancels each other. I'm left with 27 and a 3. So 3 can be cancelled as 9 times as 27. And 20 multiplied by 9 is 180, Shreya. Agreed? Now nothing is remaining here. Only 1 remains here. This one goes and multiplies. So it's a x into 27 minus x. Got it? Yeah. So our next step would be 180 equal to 27x minus x squared. Now always remember, my format is ax squared plus bx plus c. So just think, bring this fellow this side. He takes a positive sign. So this fellow will take a negative sign. And this fellow retains its sign. Okay, now 180, try with bigger numbers. I first split it as 60 and 3, and then I split 60 further as 15 and 4. So I have a 15 as one factor and 12. This will actually be 12. 5 and 2, 7. So if I take negative 15 and negative 12, my job is done.
So, part where I didn't understand is where 540 equals to 3x plus 27 minus x.
540. It will be, I'm doing 20 into 27. Initially, I did not do this. 20 if you multiply by 27 is how much? 540. 540 is equal to 3x 27 minus x squared. This fellows went this side. Now 3 you cancel, 540 is 180.
If you do 27 minus x squared,
27 minus x square, where? Here, you want to solve it here itself.
No, so she's solving that with 3 cancels 540. X multiplied by 27 minus x square.
X will multiply. So x is multiplying. Na? This x is multiplying in this step. X into 27 is 27x. X into, oh, here I wrote a square. Oh, this should be square. Okay, this one is my mistake. Sorry. This is confusing you. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Is it okay now?
yeah,
Typographic error. Okay, not an issue. Sorry. Okay, a little bit more word-wise twisting problem. Okay, the next one. Solving you can do on your own. I'll just write down the points of this. Try to frame the equation. Difference of squares of two numbers is 180. Difference of squares of two numbers is 180. If square of smaller number is 8 times larger number, find the two numbers. The difference of squares of two numbers is 180. There are two numbers. The difference of whose squares is 180. Square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. You are not allowed to use two variables. How will you frame the question? Okay, Anvita tells me that she wants to make the smaller number as x. Agreed. Okay, square of smaller number is x square. Very good. Larger number is 8 times. Is now read properly. Square of this number is 8 times the larger number. So larger number is 1/8 is square. एक ट्रिक समझ में आ रहा है ना? Square of this number, which is x square, is 8 times larger number. So larger number should be x square upon 8. Now your two numbers are available. Now you actually use this to frame your equation. What does it say? Difference of squares of two numbers. Difference. The difference is positive. So it is always larger number minus smaller number. So larger number is bigger number. Larger square should also be bigger number. Now this is the larger number. Difference of squares of two numbers. So x square by 8 whole square minus x square is equal to 180. Sometimes some Englishes are also written in Gerber manner. The difference of square of two numbers. Yeah.
Instead of taking the larger number as x squared by 8, we take the smaller number as x squared.
Which one?
Can we take the smaller number as 8x?
Yeah, your wish. You can. If you take the smaller number as 8x square, then your larger number is x square.
Shouldn't it be 8 into the square of the smaller number?
If read the question, it says difference of squares of two numbers is 180. Is this much clear? Square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. So she took this as x, so this is x square. So x square is equal to 8 times larger number. Yeah.
If we take the smaller, if we take it as it is larger number.
If the larger number is x, then 8 times the larger number is the smaller number. The square of the smaller number. So the smaller number will become, this is square of the smaller number. So smaller number will become what? Root of 8x.
Yeah.
So root of 8x means you are already making it complicated.
No, but if this is a square of one, we don't need to know the smaller one.
Why? Yeah. So the smaller number will be root of 8x. But when you do it here, you don't need the smaller number, you need the squares. So do it. The larger number square. The larger number square is how much? What is the larger number now? The larger number in your case is x. Square of the larger number minus root of 8x whole square. This is even a better way to do. Yes. This makes your equation a little bit more easy. Even that is also easy. But here there is a thing that we went wrong. Tell me what? X square minus, it will be 8x is equal to 180. Now here the larger number is equal to this, larger number square and this. So here you have to make your problem interesting. How do you make your, how will you solve this problem? Okay, anyways, anyone, can you tell me how will we solve this problem? Now, you just substitute x square as y and convert it into a quadratic equation. Substitute x square as y. So this becomes y square minus y is equal to 180. You'll get such questions also. This can be made into a quadratic. This is also tricky. Did you understand? Just make x square equal to y, then this becomes y square minus y is equal to 180. ये भी तो quadratic बन गया. In fact, this way it is easier for you. You can do another way also. There are another way to do it. You take the two numbers as x and y. Say suppose we take x and y. Say suppose. Anyways, our equation cannot have a y, right? Where x is bigger number. So x is our bigger number. So what does it say? What does it say? The bigger number, this is the equation, right? The bigger number multiplied by 8 should be the square of the smaller number. So this should be y square. Agreed? This is the relation. Finally, it says difference of square of two numbers. Now, which is the bigger number, beta? Which is the bigger number out here? Bigger number is x. So the bigger number square minus the smaller number square is equal to 180. This is another interesting way of doing. Now you just make it your quadratic. X square, instead of y square, you write 8x equal to 180. You actually arrive here only. When the quadratic equation is formed, two variables should not be seen. अब आपको जो अच्छा लगे आप वैसे कर सकते हैं. I would say either the last one or the middle one. This one will go one step extra. ठीक है? So you can write down. This logic has to be understood. This logic and then this logic. How you frame it up. Okay, digit problems. You know digit problems? 2-digit number, 3-digit number. So let's have a quick, recap on digit. 2-digit number. We need to go to grade 1 now. 2-digit number. A 2-digit number is 43. Write in expanded notation. This is 4 tens plus 3 ones. Remember that. A 2-digit number is 4 tens plus 3 ones. Right? So let's take a problem. A 2-digit number is such. So we have a 2-digit number. A 2-digit number is such that product of digits is 18. Product of digits is equal to 18. A 2-digit number is such, product of digits is 18. Clear? So you can formulate from here. When 63 is subtracted from the number, the 2-digit number minus 63, okay, the digits interchange their places. You get a number with digits interchanged, basically their places. A 2-digit number is such that the product of the digits is 18. Shall we? So we can assume let tens digit be x. Agreed? So what is units digit? Units digit will be how much? X into units digit is this 18. So units digit is 18 by x. Now you form the number. Number formed. How will be the number? The number will be 10x plus 18 by x. Clear? Now what is the condition of the question? The question says that if you subtract how much? 63 from this number, that is 10x plus 18 by 3. This is your number. Sorry, 18 by x. 18 by x. From this number, if you subtract 63, you get a number with the digits interchanged. Digits interchanged means now your number will be 180 by x plus x. See, if you interchange means what? The units digit will become the tens digit. So this digit multiplied by 10 and you add this digit, the tens digit becomes the units digit. This is your equation which you have to solve. Can you? First of all, simplify it just the way it is. 10x and x, it becomes how much? 9x plus 18 by x minus 180 by x, and then minus 63 is equal to 0. So it becomes 9x. How much does it become? 180 and 20 will give you negative 160. So it is negative 162. This is negative 162 by x minus 63 equal to 0. Now you can take x as your denominator. This becomes 9x square. This retains as 162. This becomes 63x is equal to 0. So finally your equation is 9x square minus 162 minus 63x is equal to 0. So you can have some 3 commons from here. So it becomes 3x square minus 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3, 21x minus 3 4s are 12. Oh, 3 5s are 15 and 1 12. 3 4s are 12 is equal to 0, 54. Still goes further. So it becomes x square minus 7x minus 17. Check karo. I may be wrong also. Check from your own side. X square minus 7x minus 18.
Yes, sir.
18. 53 is 18, not 18. Yeah, this is 18. Sorry. Now you try to do 18. 18, how will you get it? 9 2s are 18 and 9 and 2 can give birth to 7. Alanya, complicate मत करो question को, मैं देख रहा हूँ तब से. क्यों complicate कर रहे हो? आपको उतना ही marks मिलेगा. Your job is to solve it correct within a shorter span of time. If you take more time, you will get the same marks, but you are sacrificing a better question which you know better. कभी कभी ना कुछ बच्चे होते हैं, कैसे होते हैं, like I am also there, sometimes the book has a smaller, I have this habit, but since I am solving it, I own my process. No matter if it is, it's like mixie है तो why are you using the chakki to make that dosa batter? No sir, I love hard working. नहीं करना है, आपका time, there is a time issue. तो छोटा करो problem को. Now 18 means how much? 9 to 18 and 9 2 can give birth to 7. तो हो गया ना problem. क्यों फैक्टराइजेशन चल रहा है? Clear? Anyone any issue on these types, digit types? Let's migrate into money type problems. Okay, I won't give the, I'll now narrate and you try to write down the important points of this problem and let's see whether you can get the equation. A bookseller, there is a bookseller. Don't try to write the entire question, just write the important points. A bookseller, there's a bookseller, buys a number of books for rupees 1760. A bookseller buys a number of books for rupees 1760. Got it? Now there are some cases. If he had bought 4 more books, if he had bought 4 more books for the same amount, each book would have cost 22 rupees less. लिख लो, time लगेगा. The question is how many books did he buy? So let me repeat. A bookseller buys a number of books for rupees 1760, right? Question is find the number of books he bought. But there is a scenario. The scenario is if he had bought 4 more books for the same amount, each book would have cost rupees 22 less. Each book would have cost rupees 22 less. So how to take up the problem? Aja, koi baat nahi. There is a shopkeeper. Let's see first whether you have noted everything or not. Shopkeeper buys some number of books. How much does he shell out? Rupees? Tell me. 1760. Right? We have to finally find out this number of books only. So let's say he has bought X number of books for 1760. Right? The scenario is what? The scenario says if he bought 4 more books at same price. Now I'll not say the other thing. You put your common sense. मैं 100 रुपए में कुछ किताबें खरीदा. In 100 rupees I bought some books. They are saying, Jaydeep, buy in the same money 4 more books. So I have now bought how many? Some plus 4 books for 100 rupees. If I'm able to, did I pay extra money? No. That means the cost of the books must have gone down. Utna paisa mein, if you're buying more books, then the books must have been cheaper to you. That's what the book is saying. They say that if he bought 4 more books at the same price, each book would have been how many rupees cheaper? 22 rupees cheaper. That's what is the question all about. You know, find out the number of books. So now, first of all, find out what is cost per book here. Cost per book. What is the cost per book in the first scenario? 1760 divided by X. He bought X number of books. Right? Now, how many books he has bought? X plus 4. How much money did you pay? You paid 1760 only. Now, what is your cost per book? Your cost per book is 1760 divided by X plus 4. Do you agree or not? And this cost is lesser than that cost by how much? 22 rupees. Agreed? समझ में आया? क्या आते हैं? This problem हो रहा है? This book is less than, this cost is less than that cost by 22. So your equation is ready. Your equation will be now here, or ऐसे भी सोचो, think like that. 1760 mangoes eaten by X children. 1760 mangoes eaten by X plus 4 children. Where the quotient will be lesser? Here the quotient will be lesser. This is a bigger number. So 1760 divided by X minus 1760 divided by X plus 4 should be equal to how much, beta? 22. Solve karo. Who did not understand? Tell me. I'll help you. I bought some number of books for so much of money. They are saying add 4 more books for the same money. That means the overall cost of the books must have reduced. Yeah.
The number of books bought is X.
The number of books bought is X. The money you shelled out is 1760. So cost per book is how much? 1760 by X.
X plus 4 is equal to 1760 minus 22X.
X plus 4
is equal to 1760 minus 22X.
X plus 4 is, but that your problem is quadratic equation. What are you saying in there? The quadratic formation is not there. 22 is price per book less. If you multiply it with number of books, how does it become X plus 4? X plus 4 is what, beta? Count of books. And 22 rupees, see, apply physics and dimension analysis to your question. What is an X plus 4 value? An X plus 4 is what? Number of books. The unit of this is what? Books. Books is the unit. And you are trying to do 22. 22's unit is what? Rupees per book. Agreed? And you are trying to multiply 22 with X. X is also book. Book cancel. How can rupee and book be equated? You can always check them by dimension, whether you are correct or not. The units have to match, na? 22 is rupees per book. Rupees per book multiplied by book. Book cancel. Book and rupee cannot be equal. So your equation is, your formation is not correct. यस, चलो चलो चलो, और बहुत करना है. See, what you all don't see, look here. This is exam. There are very good chances this will kill this. 22, to get a 6, you should multiply by 8. 8 2s are 16, 1 carry over, 8 2s are 16 plus 1, 17. Means 22 multiplied by 20. So I straight away strike out 22. Arey yaar. I straight away strike out 22, bring it 1, make it 20, and make this 20. Life is easy. Easy. Now take the LCM. What is the LCM? X into x plus 4. And on top, what will you have? 20 into x plus 4 minus 20x is equal to 1. Very good. So 20x and 20x cancel. So on above, we have got 80 divided by x into x plus 4 is equal to 1. So finally, we have 80 is equal to x square plus 4x. So our equation is x square plus 4x minus 80 is equal to 0. Now, can you get a 80 with a 4? Something multiplied by something gives you 80. And 4 should come as the sum of the terms. Possible? Possible, possible. Just check. 80. It can be a 20 and a 4. 20 can be 5 and 4. You need big numbers. You need big numbers. 4 and 4 is 16. You can split it into 2 and 2. No, not needed, Baba. Take common out from here. No, क्या हो गया है? 22 taken common from here. What will I have? 20 by x minus 20 by x plus 4 is equal to 22. What is the problem? Can I not take out 22 common? Now multiply 22 here is 1760. 1760. Cut this 22 and this 22. So I'm saying how to get this. 5 into 10, 10 and 4, 2 is 8. 10 and 8 doesn't make it. 4 नहीं आता है. मुश्किल है. So maybe bigger formula we have to use. Solve it, solve it. 16 Pro Max. Solve it. We can't leave it. Huh? X is equal to 16 is the right answer. Somewhere we have done a mistake. Yes.
Yeah.
Which one?
The common, right?
Select 320.
Somewhere I have gone wrong. But 22 takes this away or not?
No. It's 80.
80. 80, correct. 80. I also said 80. मैं 80 बोला था. It's 80. Sorry. So this is 80. This is 80. This is 80. Yeah. Sorry. So 80 means 80x, 80x cancel. So we will have how much? This is 80. This is 80. So 80 into 4 is 120. Right? 320. Right. So this will be 320. So this is 320 is equal to x plus 4. Now it is possible. Yeah. So your equation finally becomes how much? X square plus 4x plus 320 is equal to 0. Now you can solve. What are the values of x you got? 16 and minus 20. Minus 20 you cannot have it because it is... Huh?
16 would be negative.
Which one negative 320 beta?
What is that? Will be x square plus.
Negative 320. Yes, negative 320. This is negative 80 na, there is where we went from. Solve हो गया? X square plus 6. चले एक और करें. One more. Okay. One more is, okay, this is also Interesting problem. 6,500 rupees were divided equally among a certain number of people. 6,500 rupees was divided amongst certain number of people. Certain number of people. Okay? Was divided into certain number of people. Now scenario is, if there were 15 more people, same, just like books, now it is people. If there were 15 more people, okay. Now if you would have had 15 more people, people will get less money or more money? Yes, less money. So each receives rupees 30 less. Find the number of original people. Find the number of original people. Got the question?
Yes.
Same type of question. Just formulate the equation and let's discuss with everybody whether your equations have come same or not. राघव हो रहा है कि नहीं बताओ? ये बेटा समझ में आया ये वाला क्वेश्चन? Number of people is X. So initially people are getting how much money? 6500 by X. So 6500 by X minus 6500 by X plus 15 is equal to 30 rupees. That is the equation. Clear?
Awesome.
समझ में आ रहा है तो? Initially, how much money am I getting? Initially, I am getting this much amount of money, but they made my life miserable by bringing 4 more bhikaris. So the money I get now is less. The difference in the two scenarios is how much?
15 more people.
अरे बाप रे, तुम लोग तो महान हो यार. So it's how much? How many number of people?
It will be 15 more people, of course. X plus.
Oh, X plus 15. Acha, acha. You are finding out sir's mistake. Oh, I thought you all solved the problem. Very good. Very good. X plus 15. I thought, how come they got the problem so quickly? Yeah. Tell me. Now okay or not? Equation is okay?
No, it will be 20.
That 0 went away because the eraser was used. Now is it okay? Acha, 30. 30. Now this time your luck is bad. Why? 3 will not divide this. This is 65. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 is not divisible by 3. So your bad luck is little bit bad this time. Simplification won't work so quickly. ये समझ में आया कि नहीं राघव? अब इसे सॉल्व कैसे करोगे? The quicker way to solve is make it like this: 1 upon x minus 1 upon x plus 15. See whether you have understood this step. Did you understand this step? 6500. तुम लोग algebra में you are very कच्चा, हाँ. 6500. If you take common outside the bracket, then what is remaining? 1 by x minus 1 by this, and that 6500 goes and sits at the denominator. What happened to grade 8? This is grade 8 funda. Now taking the LCM becomes easier. What is the LCM, beta? X into x plus 15. What do I have as my numerator? X plus 15 minus x. This is equal to 3 upon 650. Clear? X and x cancel each other. So now 15 and 3. So 3 remains. 3, 5 is 15. Now 5 you multiply by 650. 500, 5, 5, 25, 2, 5, 6, 30 plus 2, 3, 2, 5, 0 is equal to x into x plus 15. ये समझ में आया? अच्छा, do you all know, do you all have a doubt or what, like how I cancel this numerator? This can be cancelled only when you have a factor on both sides. You just can't take away something from here. See, you have to factor out. So now it is x square plus 15x minus 3250. अच्छा, 3250, इसको फटाफट how to factorize. So our equation is x square plus 15x minus 3250 is equal to 0. Is this correct? Understood? Abhi 3 to, because if you use b square minus 4ac, numbers will become more bigger. How to factorize this quickly? One thing is understood. Now we have to take numbers which is a bigger positive, smaller negative. Then only you will get a negative and the middle one. So 3250 ko aa jao. Let's just factorize this. 3250. 5 se use kare. So,
Yeah, I think I got the answer.
very good. How much did you get? 5 6 times?
50.
Yeah, 50 is correct. 5 6 is 30, and then you have 25, 5 5 25 and 0, and on this side you have got a 5. Now just see how much we need in the middle. We need 15. So if we make this 65 and if we make this 50, our job is done. Means you took out 10 from here and you put the 10 here, but we have to get it a positive 15. So let's put this as negative 50. So it gives me a negative product. And these are my factors, right? Remember in quadratic equation day 1 I told you, if the equation has a leading coefficient as 1, then our final answer is x plus factor x plus. So your factorization will be x plus 65 into x minus 50. Just what you get as the factors. Your step becomes so easy. So which answer will you pick? You will pick this answer because this will throw you a positive value. देखा कैसे चीज को छोटा कर सकते हैं? Try to see the trick. How you can make it smaller. If the leading coefficient is 1, whatever factors you get, just x plus factor, x plus factor. Clear? करेंगे, एक और क्लास भी करेंगे, don't worry. Oh, my favorite ones have come. Age. I love those. Age, I told you in grade 8 and 9. How do you solve age problem? With one bamboo, right? So let's take one age problem. Okay, whenever an age problem comes, close your eyes and make one bamboo. And in this bamboo, you just mark something out here and you write it as PD. PD means present day, right? And both the actors on both sides. So it says, the age of a man and son. So there is a man, and there is a son. Son, man. Right? The age of a man is twice the square of the age of his son. Twice the square of the age of his son. So if the son on present day is x, the man is twice the square. So he is 2x square. Established? This is in the year 2026. Okay, now it says 8 years later, like YouTube, 8 years later. So let's not read the question. Straight away jack up 8 years. After 8 years, this is 8 plus years. Son becomes how much, beta? So man becomes how much? 2x square plus 8. These two are equal, huh? But the book also has some conditions. 8 years later, the age of the man will be 4 years more than 3 times the age of his son. 4 years more than 3 times the age of his son. 4 years more than 3 times the age of his son. Means the question is telling us that after 8 years, there is another age of this man. It is how much? 3 times, 4 years more than 3 times the age of his son. So 3 times the age of his son is 3 into x plus 8. With this, another how many years have to be added? 4 more years. This is also the age of the man. This is also the age of the man. Can we equate them? Man and son we cannot equate. They are never equal. Understood? whatever condition will be given, in that the story will say 8 years from now or 4 years back. So you straight away plot that. And then you see what is the extra condition they have said. The extra condition is that the man after 8 years will be 4 years more than 3 times the age of his son. Now many people ask, sir, which age of the son? Wait. Many people ask, which age of the son? This age or this age? Here English comes into play. The question starts like this: 8 years hence. Means whatever I am reading after this is 8 years hence. 8 years hence, 8 साल बाद, आगे जो भी पढ़ रहा हूं, those are all 8 years from now. Man will be 4 times more than 3 times the age of his son. So these two can be equated. Shall we equate them? So let's equate them. Let's equate 2x square plus 8 is equal to how much? 4 plus 3x plus 24. So you get a 2x square. You have a minus 3x. Then how much is this hodgepodge all about? 24, 28. It comes this side, minus 20. देखो भाई, are we correct? Yes. So 20 and 8 is very easy. How to get 3 from 20?
2 into 2.
2 into 20 is 40. 40 से 3 निकालना है. 8 and 5? 8 and 5 gives you 40. 8 and 5 gives you 3 also. But here don't apply that technique, because leading coefficient is not 1 now. Now leading coefficient is 2. So you have to slog your heart out. So let's slog up. So this becomes 2x square. And how much did we say? 8 and 5. And we need to get a negative out here. So we will have a negative 8x. We'll have a positive 5x minus 20 equal to laddu. And from here we take 2x like a Dracula. X minus 4. Then x minus 4 has to be here. So we take a 5. Therefore it is dog multiplied by cat. This will be your valid factor. X is equal to 4. So what is their present age? Present by is 4. 4 square is how much? 16. 32 years is the man. Ideal. You know why ideal? ये ideal क्यों है? When the boy was born, the man's age was 28. 28. ठीक है? So government jobs you retire at 58. So you add, the man will be 58. So the difference between them, both of them, is how much? 28 years. So when the man becomes 58, when the man was 28, the boy was born. When the man becomes 58, the boy is how much? 20 years old. Yes or no?
30.
30 or 20? 30. 30. This is ideal. 58 he is retiring, and if this boy is into a 21 year some sort of a course, or say 22, 8 years both the members of the family will be earning. Positive scenario. ये भी होता है. Many people they know, no, not marriage, I want to delay, this is my career time now. This ultimately क्या होगा? नहीं तो you will educate the kid with provident fund money. ये भी जरूरी है. चलो एक और. Age. I like these problems more. 7 years ago, so we have a guy whose name is Varun. 7 years ago, Varun's age was 5 times Swati's age. Now see how the question is read. 7 years ago. So what do we do? First make PD. Agreed? 7 years ago. So the question starts with 7 years ago. Right? So we are here. Minus 7. So just take, let this be Varun and let this be Swati. Let Swati be Y now for the time being. Right? 7 years ago, what was Varun's age? What is Swati's age? Y minus 7. But we have to take out this Y, huh? Yaad rakhna. Okay. 7 years ago, Varun's age was 5 times the square of Swati's age. 5 times the square. So we can change this problem the way we are doing. Every time that scenario does not work. So let's change it a bit. Let's change our bamboo and make it like this. 1 minute, huh, children. Let's change the bamboo and make it in this manner. Let's make the bamboo like this. And let's start our problem from 7 years ago. Then the problem becomes easy. This is, oh, yeah. So this is present day and this is minus 7. This is Varun, this is Swati. It says 7 years ago, Varun was 5 times the square of Swati's age. Let Swati be X 7 years ago. Varun is 5 times the square of Swati's age. Right? Now, in this type of problem, if they ask us find their present age, you will calculate X. Please add 7, then only you will get the present age. Yaad rakhna. Okay? Fine. It says 3 years hence. 3 years hence means 3 years from present day. 3 years from present day. Which one? Varun's age 7 years ago was 5 times the square of Swati's age. 5 times. Varun's age is 5 times the square of Swati's age. Okay? 3 years hence. If Swati is X, then Varun is 5 times the square of her age. Na? What is the difficulty? Clear? 3 years from now. Where is that 3 years from now? Here. 3 years from now. Just see what should be 3 years from now, their age. What should be Swati's age 3 years from now? X plus 10. 7 years will bring her to present time. And 3 years is this. What should be Varun's age? 5x square plus 10. This is your understanding. But they have given you a condition out here. आप फिर से वो bamboo नहीं बनाओगे, आपको problem आप कैसे relate करोगे घर में जाके? It says, 1 minute. It says, 3 years hence, Swati's age will be 2/5 of Varun's age. Swati's age will be 2/5 of Varun's age. So this is one age of Swati we calculated. They are saying Swati should also be 2/5 of Varun's age. This is also Swati's age. This is also Swati's age. Can we equate both? And they are finally saying find their present ages. Children, when you solve this, you may get a value of X as negative and X as positive. So first thing, this will be discarded. Whatever X positive you get, with that we have to add how much? 7. Then only you will reach at their present age. So that is your equation. Is this correct? So I would suggest, and you add 7 and you arrive at positive. That is also possible. But that scenario won't happen. That scenario in this won't happen. Okay? So as I break today, I would ask you all, don't go by NCERT, hardly has 4 problems. Go with RS Agarwal and try to see problem with numbers, age. We will take one more class and see problems with money. The next type of problems we'll do is speed and time. Then time and work. A can finish a work in 5 days. B can finish a work in 2 days. Together they can finish the work in so many days. So those type of problems will come. यहाँ पे आज रोके, ठीक है? इसको solve कीजिएगा, तो इसका answer आएगा आपका. Right, children? Stopping the recording. But please honestly practice problems. Quadratic equation.